Now, Senator Warner for 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As we all know, strong trading relationships improve our nation's economy. I'm optimistic that this trade agreement will help American farmers, ports, manufacturers, retailers, and workers. As others have pointed out, this deal addresses issues like digital trade that NAFTA couldn't fully anticipate and decreases market barriers to agricultural products that have been huge points of concern for Virginia farmers. I want to add my colleagues' congratulations to Ranking Member Wyden and my friend Senator Brown and our House colleagues, because now this agreement finally includes strong labor protections to ensure that companies in our partner nations are held accountable and that American workers can compete on a level playing field. Overall, I'm hopeful this agreement will provide the consistency and stability that the business community needs. At the same time, I worry that the process that led us to this point may result in reduced U.S. credibility and trust from our allies and closest trading partners. Throughout the negotiation process, the President's efforts to levy tariffs on Canada and Mexico and to make repeated threats to withdraw from NAFTA or to heedlessly close the border with Mexico have exemplified the troubling and erratic approach to trade issues that we've seen from the administration. Our trade relationships are a key form of diplomacy, allowing us to increase U.S. influence abroad and deepen our relationships with foreign partners in ways that benefit not just American prosperity, but U.S. security and leadership. Alienating our closest allies with the misuse of national security tariffs is counterproductive and endangers American security. That's why Senator Toomey and I have offered the Bicameral Trade Authority Act to curb abuses of the 232 authority. I'm hopeful that with ratification of this deal, this committee will have an opportunity to re-examine those efforts in a bipartisan fashion. Finally, and I made an agreement with the ranking member not to raise this issue during these considerations, but I do want to take note that I have serious concerns with the inclusion of safe harbor language modeled on Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act. Congress is beginning at this point an important bipartisan debate about whether Section 230 is working as intended. And many, including many prominent civil rights groups, believe that Section 230 has allowed Internet intermediaries to ignore misuse of their platforms by bad actors. This is an issue that I think needs our attention and that I hope that we can revisit in a bipartisan way. Again, I commend everybody who worked on this, and as I mentioned earlier, you know, it's going to be unique to follow Sherrod Brown on a trade piece of legislation.
Thank you, Senator Warner. Now, Senator Langford. Senator Langford.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. About 3 years ago, President Trump announced that he was going to revisit NAFTA.